to Martin and Roman's Sunday Best.
Yes, it is that day of the week where me and my dad end up giving away far too much information about life inside the Kemp household.
Now, joining us today is someone who is absolutely rolling in it.
Yes, he is mega rich.
No. I'm talking about his new show called Rolling in It.
Oh, right.
Stephen Mulhern.
Yes! And live is a cabaret for the person sat next to me. It's the one, the only. Denise Outen is here.
And because we're still keeping a safe social distance, our final guest is joining us virtually.
Yep, she helped keep the nation sane and dancing during lockdown with her kitchen discos. It's Sophie Ellis Bextor!
Hello.
And as always, the cloud is floating above us to give us a few games and spark a little bit of rivalry between me and Roman.
Well, listen, before we go on, we've been doing these and I quite like them, right? A little bit of a music quiz question, straight off the bat. What do you think was #1 this exact week back in 1984? Denise,
84.
I'll start with you.
84?
1984, this week.
OK, I'm going to take a complete guess and I'm going to say Madonna.
You're saying Madonna?
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
That's a good era. That's a good era for
that's
1984.
time.
Stephen?
I'll go Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice.
Just throwing it out there. If this lands, I'll be over the moon.
Yeah. So will Vanilla Ice, actually, yeah. Dad, do you have any guesses?
Well, I've got actually a good guess, right? And I'll tell you why. Because Shirley and I are bringing out a book, right? It's called It's a Love Story, and we've been working on it, and it's coming out in October.
You can't plug your book. You can't plug your book.
I'm not plugging anything. I'm explaining why I know what the answer is. Anyway,
well, get to that point.
It's on pre-sale at the moment.
Stop.
I'm
just
not
get to
plugging the book.
Just tell me what was #1.
Right. I'm just telling you. Anyway, we've been going over the book, some of the stories, and putting some dates and times to it. Yeah. And I know that it was George Michael's Careless Whisper.
It was indeed. Let's take a listen.
That doesn't get you going, nothing will.
It's amazing, isn't it?
That's just still going. Do you want me to do the fade out? No?
Yeah, go on then.
I'll keep going. I don't think they want me to.
Oh, what a beautiful song. I'll tell you something else about Careless Whisper, right? That there was a rumour that he had written the song about something that happened to him at school. And this wasn't true at all. He wrote it as a young kid on the back of a bus in a moment of boredom and complete genius.
Wow.
And it ended up, it was #1 in something like over 25 countries around the world.
Amazing.
Wrote one of the best songs I think ever written.
But, I mean, it is so weird. There are so many rumours about how songs start, and it does make me think about celebrity rumours. I mean, is there one that you've ever heard about yourself that you're just like, that's just completely not true? I mean, Denise, has there been a rumour that you're like, how has anyone even thought of this?
Well, not that out there, really, but every person I've ever dated, I'm engaged to.
Oh, I see, yeah,
I've been married many times. And I've actually only been married once and engaged twice.
Exactly.
But I've dated a lot of guys.
Stephen, what about you?
Well, do you know what? It's the first time I've ever said this on TV, but somebody put on Wikipedia that I died.
No
I don't know if you're
way.
aware of this, but people can change your Wikipedia. But the interesting thing is, I nearly did in New York. So I've only been to New York once, but I was crossing the road and I forgot which way the traffic was going. And this guy literally pulled my shirt and pulled me, and I could feel the bus, no word of a lie, skim my nose.
No.
Yeah, it was that close.
I like to think that that guy read the Wikipedia
And added
had a premonition and saved your life.
Yeah.
See, that's a better story. And next time you see me tell that story, I'm going to nick that and add it. Because it's always going to build. It's always going to...
Yeah, but
Honest,
I
that's
got
true.
run over in New York once as well.
Did you?
By a yellow taxi.
What?
Yeah,
It's
I did. I
easily
stepped
done in
out
New
and he
York.
run me over.
It's very busy in New York. It's easily done. There's so much traffic, isn't there?
I know, but what would the world of entertainment do if myself and Martin died?
I know.
Yeah, but the worst thing about it was I get run over by the taxi and he looks at me and he goes, "Sorry, mate." And I thought it was my fault.
I've got to say, so this is just so you know, for the rest of the show, how it goes is you tell a story, and my dad's got a better one.
That is not true.
Just to let you know, just so you know, you nearly got run over, he got run over.
Yeah,
That's really
what's
not
that old
true.
joke, though, isn't it?
That's not how it goes.
When you go, I went to Tenerife, but I went to 11 of these.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It is
don't
that.
feed it.
Yeah, it is that. It is that. Now,
You're giving
Stephen,
him ammunition.
Stephen, your latest game show. Loads of people absolutely loving it. Landed on screens a couple of weeks ago. It's a must-see already. I mean, tell us all about it. It seems to be one of your most brutal games ever.
Well, the thing is, not many people associate me with shows that in any way nasty, and I like that, right? And I'm lucky enough to do a couple of game shows, which have been a dream. Honestly, I cannot thank the people that gave me the jobs. When Rolling It came about, but they told me the idea of it, and I was like, listen, this sounds amazing. And Denise will know this. When you've got a show that you go, right, bingo, this is it, this is the format, this is the one. And I did, and I virtually begged them to let me do it. And then they said, oh, we're going to put a celebrity with a member of the public. And I went, why do you need celebrities on it? Why have people from the TV? This is such a good format. Just have, you know, dad with son and, or, you know, mum, daughter, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. But then I realised why they did, because what happens, and for those that have seen it will know, for those that haven't, we have 3 members of the public paired with celebrities, 15 questions. Whoever's got the most amount of money, they get to roll a coin, and it either goes lose or win. And you either go home with a massive amount or you lose a lot. It's all a game of chance. It makes you feel slightly sick. It's so tense.
It is fantastic. And do you know what? We're loving it as well. We've got a clip of Rolling in it right now. Let's take a look.
I'll tell you something. That show is going to be humongous because I've seen it and it's absolutely brilliant. I mean, who feels the pressure the most, the contestants or the celebrities?
Oh, the celebs without fail, because if you can imagine, if you're paired with someone who's a massive fan of yours and then they've got £60,000 and it's on your shoulders, you're only there as a support. They're the ones that really want the money, that really need the money. Our first winner on episode 1... called Melissa, when she won, I think she won something like £26,000, she shouted out, she literally screamed, I'm rich! And then afterwards she went, you can't imagine what this money's going to do. And that's what you realise. So when they do lose it, or somebody gets their money stolen from them, that happens as well, or you go bankrupt like you saw with Jimmy, or your money gets cut in half. It brings out all the emotions. So, yeah, the celebs all the way.
Oh, amazing. Also, you're doing In for a Penny. Some more of that, right? When are we going to see the gold suit come back out?
Wait. All right. Dad, Stephen, Dad, please, come on. That's how many? That's you've done the book, you've done that. It's fine. Just leave it. Just leave it. You don't need to. You're already famous. It's fine.
Yeah, but I was always...
Come on, stop, please. No, stop. I'm genuinely serious. Stop the music. I'm genuinely serious. Stop. Stop. Because 3 more seconds, you have to pay him. 3 more seconds. There you go.
It's a classic.
It had to be done, didn't it? I mean, you know.
Exactly. And listen, also, more catchphrase, Stephen.
Martin... You came on the new series of Catchphrase, which we've only just filmed, even in lockdown.
My dad said he was really good on it. How was he?
Well, yeah, I'm telling you now. You know, I never want to say who the winner is because that's the big surprise. But I'll tell you what.
He did well.
He was gold.
Yes, in any aspects other than actually winning the game. Stop, please. No, I told you. I'm telling you, wait for it. 5 more seconds, and you're gonna have to pay him. That's it. Don't. Stop. That's it. Gone. That's it. Right. Anyway, listen. Of course, I mean, lockdown has been so hard, Stephen, for everyone. Yeah. And, you know, I mean, how have you been able to keep yourself busy?
Well, I managed to start doing stuff that I used to do, things like magic. I got back into magic in a big way, which I've just never had time for. And I'll tell you what else I did. I went through my phone, literally, through every single person that maybe I'd lost contact with or hadn't spoken to for a while, and phone them or text them. And it's amazing what a text or a phone call can do. When you haven't spoken to someone, I think maybe 2-3 years, some of them. And that was really good. My family, I'm lucky enough to, you know, have a very close family, so we've got even closer. We've now got a WhatsApp group with my brothers and my sister. See my parents, they've now worked out FaceTime, which is a very good result.
Stephen Lisson's great avenue.
Honestly, this is great. This is brilliant.
And you can see Rolling in it on ITV Saturday night, 6:25, or you can catch up on the ITV Hub.
Yeah, time for your Sunday selfies, where we get to see what you got up to whilst watching the show. OK, so this week we have got Sharon's Westie, Poppy, enjoying her favourite Sunday morning show in North London. Take a look at that. Although I'm not sure what she's sniffing. Let's move on, shall we? Hopefully the next one is a little bit better. Oh dear. This is Tom watching the show in Brighton before heading out to the beach. I wasn't sure if he was just watching the show indoors with a hat on, looking like something out of the Matrix. I mean, there's a strange way to watch TV, Tom, but thank you so much.
At least he's watching the show. Don't knock it.
No, well, he's not. He's turned to look at the camera.
Oh, yeah. It's true.
And listen, number 3, we've got Emily on holiday in the Isle of Wight. She even brought a framed photo of who's that, Dad?
Yeah, it's a picture of you.
The first time anyone's held a picture of me and not my dad.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, times are changing.
Nice. Yeah, exactly. Well, listen, if you want a Sunday selfie shout out next week, then get in touch. Drop us an email to sundaybest@cactustv.co.uk.
Right, time for a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we're going to be talking to Denise van Outen, and she's going to tell us all about her new cabaret show and why she's putting on the old razzle-dazzle.
Yes, and kitchen disco diva Sophie Ellis Bextor is giving us a taste of some of her fantastic new album. We will see you in a few minutes.
Back to Martin and Roman's Sunday Best.
Stephen Mulhern and Denise van Outen are here, and a little later, Sophie Ellis Bextor's dropping by to tell us about how she is taking her cult kitchen disco on the road. But how is she going to carry the fridge? Every Sunday morning, I take on my dad in a couple of games, as always, and we get some families to help us out.
Now, on my side this week, we've got the Costa family. All the way from Milton Keynes, that's Dad, Ruel, Mum Nicola, and their children, 10-year-old Jada, 8-year-old Callan, and 4-year-old Corey. How you doing, guys?
Very good, thank you. How's it going?
Now, Denise, you're going to love this family, right? They could be part of your show, really, because they do parkour, which is kind of like free running.
Yeah, free running, yeah.
And it's kind of bouncing and jumping and twisting and being in places that you really shouldn't be. Right, but they are amazing at it. So we've got a clip. Let's watch this. Incredible. Is that how you get backwards and forwards to school in the mornings?
Pretty much every day, yeah. That's how we get around.
I mean, tell me something, like, it looks really dangerous. Does anyone ever get hurt?
It's obviously everything's dangerous. You just have to practice, and as long as you practice, which we do all the time, it's fine.
Well, man, you're jumping from wall to wall across the street. Most people don't do that.
It's kind of the norm in our family now. Everyone that knows us just knows that's what we do. And yeah, the kids are always jumping around, even in the house. So
it's just more fun that way.
And you were invited to go to China to be on TV. Did you go? What happened?
yeah,
Yeah, me and Jada. She did a video that went viral, and well, we sort of did it together, and then you was invited.
Great. Well, listen, guys. From that show to our show, welcome. Have a great time this morning.
Yes, thank you so much for being with us. And on this side, please put your hands together. It's a Stanley Jones family from Manchester. That is Mum Sally, Dad Rob, 10-year-old Jack, 8-year-old William, and 6-year-old Maddie. Now, Maddie, you and your mum, you've done something really special. You've written a book during the pandemic called Rosie and the Unicorn. I've got it here, but please tell everyone, what is it about?
It's about a little girl called Rosie, and she wishes for a unicorn, and then it comes true.
So good. And I understand that Rosie is based on someone special, isn't that right, Maddie? Who is it based on?
Me.
Yeah, it is. Very good.
Maddie, Roman's got the book there. I'll read it to him later.
Yeah, 100%. Just before I go to bed. Now, listen, a question that a few people have had is... all right, stop laughing. After watching something scary, it's good to read. Why does the unicorn in this one have a rainbow mane? Tell me why.
What can you remember? Well, I can start by answering. Throughout the lockdown, we've been drawing the rainbow on our windows, pictures of it for the NHS. And so Maddie was insistent that the unicorn be rainbow coloured. I mean, I thought it would just be a white mane, quite frankly, but she was insistent that it be a rainbow because it represents the NHS, which is one of the charities the book is going to. So yeah,
wonderful.
Lovely.
Fantastic. Well, guys, thank you so much for being part of the show. And yeah, Rosie and the Unicorn out now. So stay exactly where you are. It's time to play our first little game. Denise, you will be on my side with the Stanley Jones family, and Stephen, you'll be on my dad's team.
The winning side.
Unfortunately,
The winning side,
with
absolutely.
the DeCostas. And as always, we need a judge. So let's welcome back one of our resident referees. It's Granny Maureen. Granny Maureen.
Hi! How are we doing, Maureen? Good to see you again.
You too.
Good.
Lovely to have you here. And we are going to play a game called Sing It Back. Love it. Right, OK, so in this game, myself and my teammate Denise will sing a line of a song. And to win a point, our family, the Stanley Joneses, they have to sing the next line of the song correctly. Then my dad and Stephen will have their go with their family. All kind of makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Singing voice is feeling all right. Denise, you're going to have to cover for me.
Well,
Thanks very much.
we'll see.
I've said it now.
Denise, you're a
I've
great
heard you
singer.
I am, but I don't know these songs too well, but we'll see.
I'll
give it my best shot.
We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Hey, and Maureen, you're ready to keep score, yeah?
Already.
OK, so, Denise.
Yep, you ready?
I think we're ready. So, listen,
Okay.
Stanley Joneses, remember, we're gonna sing the first few lines, and then you've got to come straight in, OK?
okay.
Oh, I really
Right,
hope your
ready?
pop knowledge is good. OK, ready? 1, 2, 1, 2.
I got the eye of the tiger, a fighter dancing through the fire,
'cause I am a champion, and you're gonna hear me roar.
I've got the eye of the tiger, because I am a champion.
Yeah, that's what we sang. What's the next bit?
It's on your playlist, kids.
Can't wait for you.
Oh, we can't give it to you. Let's hear it. Let's hear what it was. Was louder and louder. That's basically it. Louder, louder. Because I am a champion. You're going to hear me roar. Right, guys, you go.
Right, OK. Let's get a key here.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Right, 1, 2. You are the dancing queen, young and sweet, only 17. Come on, guys.
Sing me,
Feel the beat from
the tambourine. Oh,
Take a listen.
It's too easy. It's too easy.
That was too easy. Too easy. Right.
You're brilliant.
Yeah. Right. Here we go. I think we've got
No,
one.
we've got this one.
You've
This
got
is a
to
good one.
know this one. Stanley Joneses, come on. You've got this. You ready?
This is hands in the
yeah,
air.
this is hands in the air.
And
We are the champions, my friends. Boom, boom.
my friends, we are the champions of the world.
Yeah, you're in trouble there, guys.
Yeah.
You're in trouble there.
It should have been, and we'll keep on fighting till the end. Rob, let me tell you, you took the lead there. Don't. Go, right, Dad, go for it.
Come on, here we go. You ready? Baby, you light up my world like nobody else.
Don't think else of nobody else.
No, go on.
So beautiful.
That's the end of it. I can't give you the point. I had to get the next lyric. Let's hear what song it was. It's One Direction. And what was the lyric they needed to sing, Dad?
The way that you
The
flip
way you flip your hair gets me overwhelmed.
Something like that.
Anyway, you didn't get it.
Yeah, the way you
Something
flip your
like
hair gets me overwhelmed.
Yeah, okay, you could have just said it, yeah.
All right, I'm just saying.
Right. Are you ready for the next one?
yeah, I've got this one.
Okay, right.
You ready?
Now, it's not been going too well, Stanley Joneses, so I might just try and help you out, but let's have a go. Right, you ready? Ready for this?
Yeah.
Stop right now, thank you very much. I need somebody with a human touch.
Hey, you.
Always We'll give it to you, why not? Let's go for it, let's hear it.
All right, shall we go for one more then?
Come on, here we go. Ready? You're going to get this. Here we go. We are family. Go.
Oh, my sisters with me.
Yeah! There you go. That's how you do it, bro. That's how you do it.
All right, well done, well done. Hey, families, well done. Stanley Judges, thank you so much. The Costa family, you've been wicked. Let's find out, unfortunately, officially, from Maureen. Maureen, who was it?
Martin's the winner.
Hey!
Martin
I can't believe, Maureen, you even had to look over to see.
Double check.
You had to check that. Yeah.
Families, thank you so much for taking part. You've been such great sports.
Well done.
Now, if your family fancy joining us on the show, we want to hear from you.
Yeah, drop us an email with your name, contact number, and why you'd like your family to be on our teams. Email to sundaybest@cactustv.co.uk. Now, is there anything Denise Van Outen can't do? Her singing, dancing, and acting already taken her to the West End, Broadway, and beyond. And now she's winning rave reviews for her brand new cabaret show. Denise, please tell us all about it.
Well, very excited. We've opened in the West End at Proud Embankment. It's a cabaret show. It's got everything. It's got aerial, fire, sword swallowing, burlesque, you name it, we've got it, dancers. So I host the show, I present it, and I also sing throughout and just have a bit of banter with the audience. But we've now got acts from Cirque du Soleil, Moulin Rouge in Paris. So it really is a spectacular show.
I mean, it's a performance and it's a proper night out as well. There's dinner, drinks,
everything.
And obviously all the performers in one place. You mentioned there Cirque du Soleil performers and Moulin Rouge.
Yes.
Have they ended up teaching you anything specific? Like, has anyone said to you, would you like to see how to swallow a sword?
I wouldn't practice that one.
What about the fire breathing one though? I'd always want to try that.
I do have bad breath normally on a Sunday morning.
Hey, well, listen,
it is a good show.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Let's take a look at it here.
I'll run from you. This tainted love you've given, I'll give you all a girl could give you. So take my tears, and that's not nearly all. Tainted love, tainted love, tainted
You had your first one yesterday.
We had the first one last night, so I'm a bit tired. I stayed up to have a little drink with the company as well, you know, a social distance drink. Obviously, we've had to be very careful about how we have everything in the venue now. So we've got perspex screens around a lot of the tables. Tables are socially distanced. There's got air filtration system, hand sanitising.
I'm quite glad that you've got perspex screens if there's fire breathers.
Yes, that's in the top tier.
That's quite good.
It's when they melt though, Ro, that's the trouble.
Yeah, that's the problem. Hey, well, listen, we've got to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because we've barely scratched the surface with Denise, so we want more chatting. And we also have the inside scoop on what you should be watching this week. And if that isn't enough, I can't believe we've even got more. Sophie, Ellis, Bextor is about to join us in a few minutes. We'll see you then.
Welcome back to Martin and Roman's Sunday Best.
Stephen Mulhern and Denise Van Outen are here, and a little later on, Sophie Ellis Bextor has some news for us. No, not another baby. She's already got a house full of boys. I don't know how she did it through lockdown, but she's actually taking her iconic kitchen disco on tour.
Now, before the break, we were just talking to Denise Van Outen about a new cabaret show. Now, Denise, I don't usually do this, but if you ever need an act for your cabaret show...
No, we're fine, thanks.
I have got the perfect person. No, really, listen, because Roman is really good at cabaret. Do you want to have a look?
Yeah, go on, show me.
He was only young.
find these videos? Like, have you just got a video to embarrass me on every single day?
I have.
Yeah.
Actually, I've got. You know what it's like, Denise. You know what it's like. You've got reels and reels of footage of your kids, haven't you? Everything I will always need to embarrass him.
The most annoying thing for me is, though, as a guy, is he even looks cool there.
No, look at the wall.
Do you know what I mean?
It's brilliant.
I know the sweetest thing is that I'm actually only doing that to my nan, who's just sat in front of me awkwardly going, oh yeah.
He was,
It's
but no.
even better the 14th time, Ro.
Your nan was very proud of you when you were doing that, I've got to say.
She was.
was.
Denise, your show, obviously, you mentioned it earlier on, it actually started back in March.
Yes.
So you'd already done a couple of dates. And then how has it been, kind of, I guess, living in anticipation to see how it's all going to go after lockdown, and how was it before lockdown, I guess?
It was going great. We opened and people were loving the show, and then we got 2 weeks in, because we do weekends, so it's not all through the week, and then, we got locked down. Sat at home, I've spent 5 months in my fishnets, waiting. Just sat there waiting to get the call. But yeah, so we had a couple of moments where we thought we're going to be back, and then obviously Boris made another announcement, set us back another 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But we are finally open, and it's just great.
Yeah, I mean, we did see the photos, because obviously there's a massive change between rehearsal and lockdown. I mean, take a look at this. Yeah. But, you know...
That was...
Wowza.
You look happy in both?
That was literally in the morning when I should have been, the day I would have been doing my show.
Oh,
and
man.
I just thought, what's happened to me? I've literally gone from all glamour to these. Slippers, bacon sarnie, cup of tea.
That's it.
Stayed in my pyjamas all day that day.
Why not? We all did, I think, for a good few months.
Yeah.
Well, listen, you've been, on our screens for a long time as well this year. It's been phenomenal for you. I mean, The Masked Singer, I want to mention this because it's one of my favourite shows. It's one of the strangest but best shows ever. You were the Fox. How was the whole experience for you?
Do you know what? I absolutely loved it. And when I was asked to do it, because I'd seen the show, I'd been working in Australia, so I saw the Australian version first, so I just jumped at the chance to do it because I knew it was massive.
Yeah.
And when it first came out, people were like, what is this?
What is it?
But I'd
Yeah.
seen the American one as well.
Yeah. You'd seen the outfits. I mean,
Yeah.
look at that one.
Yeah, so I wanted to be the Fox, and nobody knew that I was doing it. I kept it completely to myself. Not even Eddie, none of my family, my daughter. So I was going out, sneaking out, going and doing the show. He thought I was rehearsing with a band for something else that I was meant to be doing later this year. And, yeah, it was just brilliant, the fact that I was able to keep it all so quiet.
It is pretty good.
I know, we got the loveliest clip of when your daughter finds out.
Oh.
It's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Take it off, 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 take it off.
So good.
She was so excited, because at school, people had been asking her, and a couple of the mums had asked me as well on the school run. I was just like, no. And then, yeah, she was really pleased. She was like, you're so cool, you're the Fox.
That's fantastic. Denise, thank you so much for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here. And you can see Denise in the Cabaret All-Stars at the Proud Embankment Club in London.
Yeah, now, Denise, I know De Costa's got a question for you as well.
Oh, OK.
De Costa's, what would you like to ask Denise?
So Denise, there's a rumour that next year you'll be taking part in Dancing on Ice. Is that true?
Do you know what? I got pictured in Slough, and this is quite a funny story, because I actually went for a COVID test. Because you know where the ice...
How does going for a COVID test merge with ice skating?
Right, and this is the truth. I went because I was doing a job and I had to be tested, and the ice rink is in the same plot where they do the COVID testing. So I parked my car in the car park and went and got tested for COVID and got snapped, and then they said I was doing Dancing on Ice.
That's a great cover story.
I was going to say this is the same one.
It was the Fox.
But the thing is, would you believe me?
She nearly sold it to me.
just having a test. Lovely.
I was swabbed.
Yes, swabbed. But listen, the Stanley Jones family as well. You've got a question for Stephen. What is your question for Stephen?
What is your biggest magic disaster?
Biggest magic disaster? Do you know, this is easy because I used to... Well, I performed on a show called Blue Peter, and I was doing a scapology trick where I was locked in a box and his sister was on top, and she had to throw the curtain in the air, and we switched places. But live on Blue Peter, when it was watched by, you know, nearly 5 million people, I got locked in the box.
No.
I couldn't get the handcuffs
You couldn't get
off.
out?
No.
I would have loved to have seen that.
Yeah.
How did you style it out?
Well, the thing is, I didn't, because if you see the clip, and I know it is somewhere on, because at one point it was on YouTube, and then it was taken off, and then they tried to get. But if you see it, I don't style out. It's an absolute horrific mess.
Are you just banging on the box, just going, get me out?
Honestly, and I did a take that dance routine to Could It Be Magic. I was in a yellow canary suit. It is. I'm getting hot just thinking about it. It was, but thanks for bringing it up. I thought you were a lovely family with this. I thought they looked great.
So good. Oh, thank you so much. Now, it goes without saying that over the weekend, most people will either be watching Rolling in It, or they'll be at the theatre supporting Denise. But if you're looking for something to watch for the rest of the week, then we've got a couple of recommendations just for you in...
Our best picks from stuff on the box and online.
Yeah, so let's start with something for those people who are missing their real culture, the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, but the real comedy side of it. Okay, that's the fun bit, isn't it? BritBox, Comedy Central at the Comedy Store. Really funny, showcasing some of the best in British comedy at a great gig setting as well, featuring stars like Ian Sterling from Love Island, Dame Baptiste, Tom Allen and Ed Gamble. Take a look.
My life's changing, you see. All my friends are getting older. That's my news. Now, they're all getting older, man. I don't recognise my friends anymore. I have got friends in my life, people I've known for years, people that I trust, that now do stuff before work. Did you hear what I just said? Before work. Like after sleep, before work. After sleep, before work. How is anyone fitting anything into that 5-minute window?
Very good.
I love a bit of stand-up, do you?
I love it. I think he's brilliant in
Oh,
Sterling.
superb. But I've got a family favourite, right? This is Paddy and Freddie take over Total Wipeout. You know Total Wipeout,
brilliant.
right? The game that we all love, right?
Good show.
Well, Paddy and Freddie are going to be doing the commentary, like giving it their special touch.
Hang on, here we go. I tell you, Ollie's going to be fun.
My name's Ollie, and I'm no Wally.
Carrie Mack wants her hot pants back. Here he goes. Making some noises. Oh, I like Ollie's tactics, though. Oh, we went from Usain Bolt to Michael Phelps in an instant.
Wicked. So good. OK, and there is something as well on the ITV Hub that I'm going to implore you to check out, OK? Unsaid Stories, a series of 15-minute standalone programmes. There's 4 of them, all right? It's all inspired by the Black Lives Matter movement that, I mean, touched upon everyone's heart, OK? Now, it is challenging different forms of racism within society. Really, really good.
Stephen, got any good recommendations?
Yes, This Country, if you've never seen it, any of you seen it?
It's so funny.
Funny. It's all about carrying curtains, and it's if you never watch it, just give it a try, because it's real life situations that turn out. When I say real life, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's just well worth a watch.
Oh, yeah, it's brilliant.
Have a look. Like a Dr. Soap comedy. It's really, really, really good.
It is so funny. Daisy May is wicked in that. Denise, what about you?
I've gone for a family movie. So my daughter loves all the Jacqueline Wilson books, and there's a great film that we discovered on Sky Cinema called 4 Kids in It.
Yes.
And have you seen it?
Yes, it is wicked.
It's so good, and it's about a blended family. They go on a holiday, and it's the trials and tribulations of the family and the kids getting on together. And they meet this little sand monster who's voiced by Michael Caine.
Yeah.
And there's cameos from Russell Brand, who's brilliant in it, and Cheryl of Girls Aloud. Yeah. It's great.
It is wicked. Well, now, hopefully that is your week ahead sorted. After the break, Sophie Ellis Bextor tells us about her new album and why songs and sequins saved her sanity during lockdown.
Plus, we're going to go head-to-head in our final game. See you in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Martin and Rowan's Sunday Best.
Stephen Mulhern, Denise Van Outen have been here all morning, plus now it's time to welcome our final guest.
Yeah, she is one of the coolest people on the planet. But how does she do it? Because she's got 5 boys, yet found the time to lift the nation's spirits during lockdown with her cool kitchen discos. And now she's got a new album, plus plans to take the kitchen disco on tour. How is she going to move the sink? I think we'd quite like a glimpse into Sophie's world. Please welcome to the show, Sophie Ellis Bextor.
Hey, hello.
Sophie, hello. I mean, your lockdown kitchen discos became an absolute phenomenon. Before we ask you about it, I just want to show people what I'm talking about. I mean, watch this.
Take me home, stay at home. It's only fair I get my way. Stay at home, stay at home. Oh, it's gonna happen anyway. I know what's good for you. Don't pass me by. I will look after you. You'll be fine. Be careful out there right now.
Fantastic. I mean, Sophie, how were they? I mean, they looked so much fun. Was it stressful? Be honest.
Yes. I mean, watching that back, it just makes me giggle. I mean, I can hear myself saying to Ray, be careful up there, Ray, now's not the time to go to A&E.
But it looks like a real family affair, was it? Was everyone involved?
They were as involved as they wanted to be, really, because, you know, it was basically Richard and I had the idea to do it. But I would say to the kids, you know, it's up to you if you want to come and dance around or you want to... Can you hear that now? I've locked myself in my bedroom and my 4-year-old's trying... Jesse, Jesse, I'm nearly done. I'll see you in a minute. He's not taking a locked door as a symbol of do not disturb. This is the life I lead.
I mean, it is so good, and I think a little bit of dancing in the kitchen during lockdown, it helped so many people out as well. I mean, Stephen, did you get your groove on?
Oh, too right. You play some music and you'll see me get my groove on.
That was it. That was it. I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, Denise, what about you? I mean,
the best tonic ever.
Getting everyone dancing as well, Denise. How, did you get involved?
I did
lockdown?
actually, Sophie, and we loved it. It was a big hit in our house. We did the kitchen disco with you.
It was wicked. But next year, you're taking it on tour. I mean, what can we expect? I mean, will you actually be moving the fridge or not?
I'll need somewhere to put my gherkins, which is on my rider. Yeah, I think it's quite bonkers, really, this thing of taking the kitchen disco on tour. But you know what? We're lucky, aren't we? If we work in a job that's quite creative, then you can react to stuff. And I would have toured next year anyway, but the kitchen disco has become so precious to us. And halfway through, I said to Richard, wouldn't it be lovely if I was singing to actual people rather than the back of your phone? So I'm very much looking forward to, you know, trying to have a party and get that same spirit, but with people in front of me.
And there's an album coming out as well, isn't there?
Yeah, so we've done songs from the kitchen disco, which is my first ever greatest hits, actually. I've never done all these songs together before, but with some covers and songs that I did during the discos. And it's just a kind of a way of, I don't know, sort of giving a bit of a tribute to something that was actually really special to us for the last few months.
What was it like having 5 boys in the house during lockdown? I mean, you know my brother really well, right? You're friends with Gary. He's got 3 boys and he found it tough enough. But you've got 5. What was that like?
Yeah, definitely the first couple of weeks I was thinking, I have been so stupid here. You know, I thought I'd been so clever having these children between sort of toddler up to teenage. And suddenly I was like, I'm a mug. Like, how am I going to do this? But, you know, we got through it. But yeah, like loads of families, it was sometimes very intense and we didn't have much opportunity to get away from one another. But I mean, you know, that's the nature of a lockdown, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, homeschooling was something that a lot of people found tough. I mean, how do you teach so many different age groups and, I guess, personalities and fights and fun with 5 boys? How do you do it?
You don't. I think the homeschooling stopped for us really early on.
Yeah.
I had a go. I was very earnest. I got little box files. I was like, here we go. I'm your teacher today.
Yeah.
And I think I lasted about 2 or 3 days.
Yeah.
But you're doing your podcast as well, aren't you? Spinning Plates. How's that going?
Yes. The podcast is a funny one. I started it before lockdown and it's talking to busy women who also happen to be mothers about how they sort of juggle everything. And of course, it took on this new significance when I found myself in my sequins trying to do my day job in amongst stepping over the baby. So it's been lovely. You know what? I've just been talking to amazing women and it's a really good excuse to be really nosy if you have a podcast. So I've been loving it.
I've got to ask, how are you? Because you had that terrible accident on your bike, didn't you? How are you doing?
Oh, You know what? That is old news around here. I did fall off my bike, and mainly I feel like I just had a lucky escape. I've got a tiny scar on my hairline, which is nearly gone now. A little bit of one on my arm, and I feel like I got away with it, to be honest. But wear a helmet. I was a bit of a fool.
Yes, 100%. That's, do you know what? That's a lovely place to end. Wear a helmet. There you go.
Yes,
Well, listen, thank you so much for joining us. Sophie, thanks everyone.
Thank you.
Her album, Songs from the Kitchen Disco, will be released 23rd of October 2020, and Sophie's Kitchen Disco is on tour in May 2021. But right now, guys, it's time to play our final game called Head in the Clouds. Now, the cloud has magically morphed two famous faces together. Now, our job is to guess whose faces they are, and for a bonus point, which one of us they link to, OK? So if you think you know the answer, guys, you've got buzzers there.
Right.
Buzz in, right? So as soon as you know the answer, be quick, buzz in when you can work out the faces. OK, so Cloud, please reveal the first photo. Very quick.
That's definitely Darren Brown and... without fail, Dynamo.
You're saying Darren Brown and Dynamo. You were so quick. Let's reveal. Very good. Very good. I'm presuming these both relate to yourself, Stephen?
Magic World, both great performers, and yeah, just top of their game. Brilliant.
The Magic Circle as well. Right, OK, so here we go. Let's see our next photo, please. Oh. I mean, come on, very quick.
You know,
very quick.
I haven't put these together, by the way. Don't write in. It's the Queen and Queen Mum and Prince Charles.
It's not the Queen Mum. Yeah.
It's the Queen and Prince Charles.
Let's take a look. Let's take a look. It is. It is. You've done the Queen dirty there. You've done the Queen dirty there, Steve.
That's a wonderful picture.
There's that Sir John.
I did the Queen dirty.
Yeah. And Denise, I understand there's a link to you with this.
Yeah, that must be because of me. So when I went to Buckingham Palace in 1998, I took a little souvenir, an ashtray from Buckingham Palace.
Right.
And I got caught.
When you say took, you mean...
Yeah, I stole it.
You got caught?
Yeah, I got caught. And then I had to return it. I took it on the big breakfast when I was with Johnny Vaughan, and I showed him, because he didn't believe that I was going to the palace. So I took the ashtray to show him that I'd been, and then I had to send it back. So I got in trouble for it.
Oh, wow.
And then I met Prince Charles at a party in the park, and my friend dared me to flash my bra at him. And I've got this amazing picture.
Perfect timing.
And I've got this amazing picture of Charles, His Royal Highness, coming along the lineup, you know, when you do the handshake and everything. And I've just gone like this, and he's gone, it's stuck on my fridge.
Denise, you could have ended up in the tower for doing something like that.
I love our royal family,
Right,
but he did see the funny side, and he's seen my crown jewels.
Well, there you go. That's a point apiece so far. Cloud, please show us the next photo.
Oh.
You must know who that is.
Go on, Stephen.
That's it's Willoughby and Johnny Vaughan.
Yes.
Let's take a look. It is.
Well done.
Oh, please, never have babies.
It is very close.
So I got the Johnny Vaughan. I could see the Johnny Vaughan. I could see the Johnny.
You couldn't work out
I couldn't
Holly.
see the Holly.
You couldn't see the Holly. Right, OK, so that's another point for Stephen. Come on, Denise, you've got to do this one. Last photo.
Yeah.
OK, here we go.
Come on, Denise.
Oh, come on, you know who it is. I'm actually... Shall I get...
Just do it. Do it. Who is it?
It's Simon Cowell and Jonathan Ross.
It is. Simon Cowell and Jonathan Ross. Let's take a look.
I love this game.
No, I mean, Simon Cowell is obviously with you on Britain's Got Talent.
Yeah.
Jonathan Ross, that's your pal. You looked at him for ages. Mars Singer.
Oh, yeah, of course. Sorry, I couldn't see him.
I think we know the score, but let's make it official. Granny Maureen, it's up to you. Let's reveal the scores. Who won?
Martin's team won that one, and he won overall.
Nice one, Martin.
Nice one.
Very good, very good. Hey, well, listen, that is it for us today. If it's not enough for you, you can watch the whole show again right here on the ITV Hub.
Huge thanks to Granny Maureen, the Costa family, Stephen Mulhern.
Yeah, and thanks to the Stanley Jones family and Denise Outen.
We're back next Sunday with one half of Bros, Luke Goss, Una Healy and Melvin O'Doon.
Thank you so much for spending your morning with us. We will see you next week. Bye.